Happy New Year from San Francisco. This is one of the most beautiful cities in the world, with impossibly steep hills covered in houses that look like cake, and the remains of people whose final words were, "No, I can totally drive a stick." Then there's the food, the wine, the Teslas, the basketball genius of Steph Curry, the every other year baseball genius of Bruce Bochy, the spectacular but ultimately inconsequential 5-game winning streak of Jimmy Garoppolo and the Santa Clara 49ers. Then there's Carl the Fog, the bridge, a bay with frickin' sharks in it, and the complete and total lack of bomb cyclones. Hey, mad props to anyone who figured out how to defrost their radio long enough to listen to this show out there on the frozen tundra of the East Coast. I bet San Francisco sounds pretty good right about now. Don't you just wish you were here in San Francisco? Not on the tarmac at JFK. Sorry, I don't mean to rub it in. This is the first time I've ever been to Symphony Hall, Davies Symphony Hall, hallowed home of one of the greatest music ensembles in the world, the San Francisco Symphony. A couple members of which are with us tonight, one of whom has his face on the building, y'all. Get psyched. I lived about a mile from here for a couple years, and I miss it. I miss it terribly. I learned so much in this city. I learned how to parallel park. I learned how to pay $15 for a raw fig. So in touch with its taste buds is this town. For instance, I will forever be in San Francisco's debt for teaching me how to drink coffee. I remember a buddy of mine bringing me a bag of coffee that he got from a guy who had just started roasting beans and was selling them at a tiny stand a couple blocks from right here. I think that stand sells bags of something else entirely now. Don't tell Jeff Sessions. But that stand was called Blue Bottle Coffee. Yes. God bless and keep the artisans who toil round the clock with little reward other than the knowledge that their customers might taste something a little better than what they had before. By the way, that particular selfless artisan just sold a controlling interest in Blue Bottle to the Nestle Corporation for $500 million. Another... Are we hissing that? I like it. That reminds me of that Eddie Izzard comedy special. Do you remember? He wonders if there's snakes there. That's for a different time. The nice thing about my opens is I can't digress. They start at such a low level. Another couple savvy moves like that, though, and the Blue Bottle fella might be able to afford a one-bedroom in Pack Heights. Yes, coffee has changed a lot since those days. I was at a cafe over in the East Bay last year where I observed the following exchange between a barista and a guy we'll call, I don't know, Joey.
Cappuccino for Joey?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. This is amazing.
Oh.
What kind of nut milk is in this?
Wait, what?
It's just such a good cappuccino. I was wondering what kind of nut milk you used.
Cow nut?
Cow milk?
Yeah.
Huh. I'll have to Google that.
Okay.
And scene. That's basically word for word. They've found ways to squeeze milk out of soybeans, almonds, cashews, oats, and now even cows. So let's raise an avocado toast to the inexhaustible ingenuity of the Bay Area's intrepid baristas for thinking to put all of it in a cappuccino. Yes. And cheers! It's 2018! It's 2018! How were your holidays? Mine were good. Mine were good. We stayed home this year, the very soul of adulthood. I stayed up late on Christmas Eve, just like my dad used to and still does, assembling a drum set for our little boy and stealing Santa's cookies and eggnog, of course. The drum set has been a big hit, a big, deafeningly loud hit. Apologies to everyone else in our building. Little Calvin became obsessed with the drums, watching live from here's very own Ted Poor from the side of the stage. Yep. In fact, up until recently, his word for drummer was Ted. As in, wow, John Bonham sure was a great Ted. Anyway, for the last week and a half, Cal's been alternating between playing along with YouTubes of the one true Ted and developing his own material, like so. Daddy, let's play a monster truck song. It goes like this, I show you. Daddy, Palais de Manlin, you a ghosty, which we've established sounds like this. Now a bad fire truck is chasing the ghosty, which means I'm supposed to go. And a dragon coming to get them! It's actually a pretty kick-ass song. Now, we'll get to one by the composer's father in a second, but first, a toast to you and yours to the fact that fear and dejection are nowhere near as contagious as hope and good humor, and to the distinct possibility that 2018 will be a better year than 2017 was.